I can't believe this is happening. After years of not really caring about the Assassin's Creed series, I'm actually feeling hyped again. What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. After months and months of rumors that Ubisoft is working on some sort of massive secret project, the rumors going around is that they've been trying to take some of their most talented developers and artists and making one super project, a team to make the biggest and craziest Assassin's Creed ever. And it turns out that it's actually real. It's Vikings, it's coming this year, and it appears like it's going to be completely brutal. As you can see, I decided to actually get my face painted in the same way as the main character because I thought that it was appropriate to just get ready for my Viking brothers. Are you ready to chop people up? Let's get into why this looks so good. Now, first and foremost, I've had some issues with Assassin's Creed over the course of the last couple of years, mostly because I feel like it's strayed a little bit from its roots. Now, back in the day, I was a huge fan of the original Assassin's Creeds. As you can see, I owned all of them. I'd actually buy them day one, beat them, I'd try and get every single achievement, because in my opinion, these are some of the earliest perfect open world games. They managed to give us side quests, they managed to give us things to do, they managed to give us cool targets, but more than that, they had really tight action. The last two Assassin's Creeds, they leaned more into the RPG aspect, which I personally wasn't a fan of. It worked, but the fact that there were like microtransactions to speed up your leveling and stuff, it just didn't really it didn't fit with my opinion of Assassin's Creed. Now, what we saw today was a 4-minute CGI trailer. There's no gameplay in this, or nothing that's like your typical press X to stab somebody in the face, but we did get a good chance to see the universe, and I think we're getting a lot of hints as to how this game is going to be different. Now, let's start off by talking about what we saw in the fights. There is a lot of combat in this 4-minute trailer of people getting absolutely decimated. The Vikings are kind of famous for being conquerors. They like to just cruise into a country, slay some people, hang out, maybe bang a few ladies. I mean, that's kind of the Viking way. And it seems like we're going to be doing a lot of that in England. It seems like the main bad guys are going to be pompous English lords living up in their castles and eating Grey Poupon. So we're going to be going in there and slaughtering the heck out of them. And so that looks cool on its own. But more than that, let me just start off by telling you the thing that I'm the most excited about. Norse mythology. I love Norse mythology. I think runes is cool. I think stuff like Odin, Loki, Thor. It's cool to have all these gods that are just so powerful and vicious, and it's kind of funny that I feel like Norse mythology in the last couple of years has become much more mainstream because of stuff like the new God of War and to a lesser extent like Marvel Comics. People understand this pantheon better, and we actually saw Odin in the trailer, or that's what they called him, because in mythology itself, Odin hangs from a tree, and it seems like they're trying to imply that by having a hooded figure appearing in the battlefield next to a tree. I think it's going to be cool if they start using like the pieces of Eden to bring in gods and create the illusions of that religion. I would love to see somebody take the form of Odin. It's going to be epic, and since it's Assassin's Creed, there's a good chance that's going to happen. Now, in this 4-minute trailer, something that definitely struck me, besides the graphics, because this is obviously gorgeous, this is probably going to be a next-gen game. It's probably going to be on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, which is exciting, but I'm also curious to see how that's going to affect the world. Game design is different with a solid-state hard drive. When you're able to have instantaneous load times, you can make your worlds a lot bigger, a lot more complicated, and it seems like they're going to be trying to really maximize on that with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because already some of these sweeping vistas and stuff they're showing are enormous. I'm kind of curious to see how big this game is going to be and how detailed they can make the world. More than this though, I'm kind of just curious about the combat itself, because obviously we're going to have next-gen tech, we're going to have next-gen controllers, but I want to see how the combat goes down. I think this is going to be the #1 thing that makes or breaks Assassin's Creed for me, because I feel like nearly all the Assassin's Creed games, they typically have good stories. I mean, yes, some of them are more crazy, and some of them involve like time-traveling ghosts and stuff like that, but beyond that, there's always the importance of how good the fights are going to be. I'm excited because the end of the trailer revealed that the Assassin's Creed blade is back. The original iconography, the hidden blade that allowed you to just stab people like evil Spider-Man, that has returned. And I am thrilled about it because I feel like that's already saying we're bringing back classic combat. We're going to make things fast and vicious. The reason that Assassin's Creed really took off in the first place, in my humble opinion, is because they were just so finely tuned. I think that they managed to make these games have it where skill was your reward. Even if you didn't do a single side quest or upgrade your character's weaponry at all, if you were good at the game and if you managed to perfectly blend into a crowd, you could take down targets. This is something that felt like it got a little bit diluted in later games, because in stuff like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, if you weren't a high enough level, even if you managed to perfectly stab somebody, it wouldn't instant kill them. I think that they're trying to bring that back, and in the setting of the Vikings, that really makes perfect sense, because they are a culture that's just about winning a fight, slaying your foes. Right now, we don't know a ton about this, but even from the little 4-minute trailer and getting our first glimpse of this new land, I'm definitely excited for it, and I'm glad that we're seeing more PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games revealed, because the consoles are probably coming up, and we still haven't seen that many things that are actually going to be playing on it. There already are some leaks that are saying that the release date is going to be November 17th, so it is coming out relatively soon, but I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I just wanted to do a little off-the-cuff rant here talking about it because that trailer was really, really delicious looking. Are you excited about Assassin's Creed? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. I just wanted to film this video because I woke up and I watched that trailer and it's so hype. I had to just kind of blurt it out. Tell me if there's anything in here that gets you extremely excited, or if you have any Assassin's Creed concerns. Put them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Oh, and watch my video yesterday about Final Fantasy VII. That was fun to do and took 100 hours to finish. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.